Hello there, long time no see. Well, I'm still here. I just haven't uploaded for a while, but I just thought I'd upload a little video just to show you what I've been doing, give you an update as to what's happened, where I'm at, and share a nice little evening that I had down in Greencastle, sorry. They kind of closed the end of the summer, which was a lovely evening. So if you stick around to the end of the video, you have some nice footage there of a nice evening out on the water. But since the last video I did, I was obviously borrowing a car, so I didn't have access to the car full time. But now here I am in my own car, out and about driving, and was actually supposed to go to Kilbrony this morning, but the weather changed, so I'm going to go up to Derrymore Forest, which is somewhere I wanted to go a couple of months ago. I just didn't get round to it, so I'm going to go up there today and have a little walk around. I've never been there, so I'll take you with me, and I'll also answer a few questions from the previous videos I did. Obviously, I'm aiming the videos at people like me over 40 who's starting out to get in life, and to be honest with you, I got a lot of great comments, a lot of good feedback, a lot of good questions as well, so I'll share some of them with you while I'm out as well. Okay. Remember, by supporting the channel, all you need to do is hit the like button, subscribe, and if you have any questions or comments, leave them down below and I'll do my very best to answer them all back. Now, quite a lot of the feedback that I was getting, obviously I've explained that I'm over 40 and I'm starting out to get in life, and I've come back to Ireland, and there was a lot of people, especially obviously a lot of men, saying that they're in the 40s, they're in the 50s, they're in the 60s, and there was two sides, two kind of threads to the comments that I was getting. Is a lot of people saying that they started out life again and it was the best thing they ever did, and there was a lot of people that were apprehensive about starting again, and you could tell they were anxious, and there's obviously a lot of different reasons as to why people end up in the situation. But it was good to hear that, you know, it is common, and not only is it common, but everyone kind of gets to that point in their life through a different way. Marriage, job loss, moving to a new area. There's a number of different reasons, but a lot of people were kind of saying, you know, where did he go from here? Where did he go from now? And a lot of the time, it's what I find is kind of like reinventing yourself, taking all the lessons that you've learned in the past and moving them forward. But one thing that I found quite recently is starting to make new habits, more positive habits, and when you do that, the old habits start shining through a little bit, and it gives you a chance to deal with them better. You know, now quite recently I found procrastination is kind of like the #1 area where I'm struggling with, and I'll be honest with you, sometimes it's hard. You know what you've got to do, you just basically get up and you don't want to do it, or you find reasons not to do it. But you've just got to kind of keep your mind active and keep yourself active all the time, or not all the time, like you can't keep yourself active all the time, but making sure that the time spent when you're not doing anything, you're sitting there in a kind of positive frame of mind, and you're not dwelling over what could have been or should have been, but you're just sitting there thinking of, you know, where you are now at this present moment in time, and learning not to worry as well. I find that's a very big area, just learning not to worry and just accepting what is to move forward, you know. But if you are finding yourself, you're just sitting there and you're starting to feel the negative thoughts come through, or you're not in a good space, go and talk to someone. There's loads of services out there, or I'll even leave details on this video of people that you can talk to, and it's always better to talk to someone than to sit there in your own negative thoughts. Obviously, if you're sitting there in a good space, that's a good thing, but it doesn't hurt to just pick up the phone. You've got the internet, you've got social media, and speak to someone who's trained just to get it off your chest, what it is that's bothering you, and it does help you move forward, you know. Now, quite recently, obviously, I've been going back to the gym to basically just trying to get myself back in shape, but also just to get rid of a bit of, you know, it's good for your mental space as well. I'll leave some information on this video today about the benefits of just getting out and training for an hour, whether it be going for a walk or going to the gym and challenging yourself in the gym. And that's what I've been doing. Now, I'm not really one for taking cameras into the gym and filming, unless that specific gym allows you. The gym I'm in doesn't really want people filming and things like that. It's a 24/7 gym, so I go there because I've got access to it all basically when I want, you know, when I'm not working. But I took the camera in just to prove I was going to the gym, but I don't really want to get in the habit of filming or doing routines on film. So it's just to kind of highlight what I've been doing. But it's another good way if you've got a local gym, go and use it for an hour, get yourself in shape. And one of my best bits of advice when you train the gym is to try and get to the point where you're lifting your own body weight. Pull-ups, dips, press-ups, because it really does help you. There was one of the days there where it wasn't a particularly nice day. It was quite cold. I'd be in the gym in the morning and I was just sitting there. There was not really much to do, so I went down and helped a friend paint his fence. A couple of hours, someone to talk to, you know, outdoors, bit of fresh air, and just doing things like that really does help. You know, if you've got neighbours or someone you know that can lend a hand, go and give them a hand. Well, that's what I was doing. And then obviously any opportunity where the weather's nice and you've got the opportunity to get out, go and enjoy it, you know, get out the house. I see people pulling their weight, isn't it? If anyone's coming down here, there's a nice little play area for kids and toilets. If you happen to be anywhere near Derrymore Forest, come down and have a little visit. But it's a cracking moor. It's lovely. One question I was asked, and I suppose it's more to do with the fitness side of things: would I have a training partner? And the answer is it depends really. I mean, if I'm training for an event or something specific, then I probably would have a training partner. If I'm just training to keep in shape or just as a bit of enjoyment or to get out the house, then I'm quite happy training on my own. But it just depends. I've had a couple of times in the past where I've trained with someone and it motivates you, keeps you on the right track, pushes you. You probably do a lot more than what you would do on your own. But at the moment I'm just trying to get myself back in shape and just basically keep active, you know. So it's not really something that I'm looking forward at the minute, because I don't think I'd be able to commit to anyone to train with, but it is always a good idea to have that extra motivation to push you along in the gym, you know. I have to say though, one comment made me laugh. Someone put down, you look older than 40, or you look a lot older than 40. In fact, you look 58. Not mid 50s or early 50s or near 60, but 58. That was quite funny, like. So if I got a load of 58-year-olds and line them up, would they all be looking the same? I doubt it. But anyway, I'm going to carry on. The last couple of months has been challenging, to be honest with you. I'm not going to lie. But I've kind of found a little break where just things are starting to piece together a little bit better. And I've got a new little addition to the channel, which I'll share at the end. This structure is part of the Rath in Derrymore Woods, and it is part of the folklore often associated with fairy myths and local legends. The Rath in Derrymore Woods is an example of these historic structures that blend with the natural environment today. One question keeps popping up. Was I right to start YouTube? You think I shouldn't have started? Should I have done it? Should I put myself out there? And the answer is yes. I still believe it was the best thing I did, but it's up to me to, you know, to find that motivation to keep doing it. It's up to me to get stuff out there. But as I said, things are falling into place. It's not easy, but just know that it works out in the end. So as promised, here is some of the footage that I filmed while I was in Greencastle. Greencastle is approximately 7 miles away from Cranfield, which is a popular tourist spot in the summer. It's surrounded by beautiful scenery such as the Mourne Mountains and Carlingford Loch, and it is definitely worth a visit if you're ever in Ireland.
Tell your mommy to take another shit.
The water's freezing. You know, if you're ever over in Ireland and it's a nice summer's evening, I'd say this is probably the last official day of the summer. It's been a cracking day. But if you're ever over here, get down to Greencastle, have a swim, a little paddle at the beach. We got down here about 6:30, and there's a couple of people on the beach. There's not too many, but there was a lot of people kind of leaving, but it's not overly packed. But bring your paddleboard down, bring your canoe, kayak, or just come in for a swim. It's lovely. Well, here it is, the new little addition to the channel. And no, it's not Mr. Bump, but I'm happy to say I do have my own vehicle, so I can actually plan better videos, more content, and I can also get out and about a little bit further on my weekends off. So please remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and leave a comment below, and I hope to see you next time.